Good morning. I gotta scoot these back a little bit because if anybody is gonna go ass over tea kettle, it's me. Good morning. My name is Christina Cain. I'm the executive director of the Stanton Creative Community Fund. Good morning. Yes, excellent. And the Stanton Creative Community Fund, we are all about building our communities from within, and we happen to focus on small business in order to do it. So think about the places that give you meaning and purpose in your community. More than likely, they're small businesses, right? So what we do is we offer the support, access to capital, and connections to the community to help us do that. Slide. Excellent. And so it's capital, community, and support. That's what we do. And so let me talk to you. Can we go back one? And our mission is, this sounds really great and professional, right? What we do is we help cultivate ideas and identify resources and help build our local economy. But really, it's about people, right? We have a tendency to forget that business, especially small business, the businesses that make our communities worth living in, it's about people. And that's really what we're about. We're about lifting people up, educating, providing resources, and empowering them. But power, just like sustainability is a buzzword right now, so is empowering. But what does it really mean? So that's one of the things that the Stanton Creative Community Fund does with giving access to support for small businesses, capital, and community. Now switch it. So whenever I say community, I'm really mean about building networks. We actually created the Our Economy, which is a time bank. How many of you guys know about what a time bank is and how to use it? Excellent. A time bank is really equalizing our time. So my time, your time, her time is all valuable. We have also created an initiative called Innovate Live, which is a way to give voice to our creative businesses in our community. So we do things like have, a workshop on the Creative Commons. How many of you guys know what the Creative Commons is? Excellent. Some of the information I'm going to be giving you today is all available on the Creative Commons for our invest-local.org website. And you'll see that in just now. Yes. So what I'm actually going to be talking to you guys today is about our Invest Local initiative. And this is one of a really cutting-edge initiative that we have to get access to capital. And traditionally, whenever I say access to capital, we offer itty-bitty microloans, which are $50,000 or less. So how many of you guys have started a business and run one? Excellent. How many of you guys started out with a buttload of debt? That makes it really hard, right? And don't get me wrong, debt is a fantastic tool if you know how to use it. However, we discovered that not all small businesses need debt or should get into debt. So we have a match savings program, so we can help you save money. You can stash $500 in a savings account, and we'll match it at 8-to-1 rate. Did you guys hear that? 8-to-1. Someone do some math for me. If you save $500, what is an 8-to-1 rate? $4,500, right? So you get a $4,500 grant in order to start your business, expand it, or go back to school to educate yourself. That's an asset, right? So, but what we've decided to do is kind of take the next step about getting access to capital for our communities. But so far, everything that I have mentioned is kind of a nebulous dollar amount, right? Or where those dollars come from. Yesterday, Sarah from the Democracy Collective, she did a fantastic exemplification of what communities do well and what we don't do so well. And we have a tendency to look outside of our communities to have other people develop solutions for us. I don't know about you, but sometimes outsiders may not have the thumb on the pulse of what my neighborhood and my community looks like. What about yours? Yes, no? So what we did is we really broker in education. Whether it is one-on-one counseling or an 8-week business planning class or walking you through the process of getting a small business loan, what we do is we educate people. And one of the things that we didn't know is how to keep our money locally. So we educated ourselves. What we did is we started a reading group. We read Local Dollars, Local Cents. We read Locavesting. We read Raising Dough. And what we decided is to do some research. Let's find out what people are doing around the country in order to keep our dollars local. And I'm not going to go into the weeds about the pragmatics of how and the tools to use, like self-directed IRAs. A self-directed IRA has been around for about 40 years, and it's been predominantly used in real estate. But what you can actually do is take your dollars that's in a 401k or an IRA, roll it over into a self-directed IRA at no penalty, and you can do peer-to-peer loans. Right there, that's Norm Schaefer. Norm learned about a self-directed IRA, and he's like, why don't I know about this? I have an IRA that's just kind of sitting there, not doing anything, getting a relatively low interest rate. Now, keep that in mind, because whenever I start talking to you guys about what invest local means, a lot of folks think, oh, she's a hippie that's going to run through the fields and give money away. And now, if you're a hippie that runs through the fields, no harm, no foul. However, we're not. We are capitalism, I think, at its purest, most sustainable, and equitable. There's a lot of "ables" there. But, so what we did is we decided to use self-directed IRAs as one of those tools, and that's what Norm did. He took $5,000, rolled it over from his IRA that's just sitting there, earning about 2%. He rolled it into a self-directed IRA, and he lent out $5,000 to another local farmer at 4%. He's making money, right? The other thing that we do is we educate people about investing using equity. And but again, I'm not going to go into the pragmatics of what that means. You guys can go to invest-local.org and see our toolkits and our templates and our rules and our laws and our policies. But I'm not here to talk to you today about that. I want to talk about why. Oh, and that's Norm's garden. That's Geezer Farms, where what is his? Where the vegetables are succulent and delicious, and I'm an old guy. Anyway, but this is what we say on paper, right? This is why we started our Invest Local initiative, is to help small businesses grow and to build community relationship, and let's democratize our accounting, or our economy. Like, ooh, that's a Freudian slip. But it's really about the misappropriation of capital. Listen to that for a second. What does it mean? When we first started looking into this, we kept being told that people like you and me, we're what's called a non-accredited investor. I work in nonprofit land, so you know I make less than $250,000 a year. I have less than $1 million in assets, so I'm not supposed to be smart enough or wealthy enough to invest, right? Just kind of pat me on the head and say, all right, little lady, you just keep on going and have your 401k, and we'll take care of it for you. Slide, please. How did we really feel about that? We were angry. Because I don't know about you guys, but I don't like being told what to do with my money. I don't have a lot of it, but it's mine. I bust my hump for it. Our Invest Local initiative is a way for us, without getting arrested, is to flip tables over and set shit on fire. That is what we are here to do. We want to help you guys think outside of the box about that money box. It's not about the people who have it and the people who need it. Slide, please. I want the respect of everyone to assume that I'm educating myself. I know what my money is. I know where my money is going. And I'm walking into it as a grown-up with my eyes wide open. Slide, please. I've been told we have, as a community, and what I'm talking about as a community, everybody else who's not a 1%er, right? That I've been told that I can't risk my money. And if I risk my little bit of money, I'm not going to get a return that's actually really viable. I tell you, no, that's not necessarily true. It's not up to the angel investors or the venture capitalists to tell us what we should and shouldn't do. We're kind of waiting for them to save us. Just like with economic development, venture capitalists and angel investors are supposed to be those, here, I will give you money for your awesome idea. But that doesn't work either. Slide, please. So, that 1%, I challenge you to think about what that actually really means. I'm not talking about a them and us. I am talking about all of us using 1% of our savings, our liquidity, and our capital. 1%. I work in nonprofit land, and my husband is a rock star. You know that we can't risk a lot of money. But I can risk 1%. You guys can risk 1%. There are 3 million families in the state of Virginia. 3 million families, not people, but families. The average family in the United States has about $34,000 in savings. If we take that and invest 1% in our communities, what do you think could happen? Slide, please. 1%. I mean, it's not like a bajillion dollars. But we did a back-of-the-envelope calculation in the central Shenandoah Valley, and that's where the Stanton Creative Community Fund is. We're in Stanton, Virginia, and we surround all the 7 contiguous counties. If just 1% of folks invested in local projects and in local communities, it completely changed the economic landscape of them. We did a back-of-the-envelope calculation, and we were thinking, there's about $270 million locked up in 401ks and IRAs in our community. If we just invested 1%, we could open businesses. I could loan you $5,000 to put solar panels on your house. I can take what's in my 401k or IRA, roll it over, and help your nephew pay off his predatory loan. I can help you buy the equipment that you need for your business. Norm helped another farmer buy a tractor. Not only another farmer, but another farmer in his community that he did not look at as competition. He looked at as a community member that is offering more fresh produce to our community. Slide, please. What we need to do is we need to educate ourselves. Know what the rules are, bend them a little bit, use them, talk to each other about how to use our money. What we need to do is really change the center of gravity. It is not the powers that be that know best for us. The thing is, we just need to educate ourselves and know what the rules are, know what the resources that are out there, connect with other community organizations, and for bleep's sake, connect with other people. Because that's really what it's about. I said a minute ago that I really look at what we do as capitalism in one of its truest forms. That's another word that we need to be able to take back, because what is happening now is kind of a bastardized version of it. I'm really lucky, or that's what actually people keep telling me. I'm really lucky to live in a small but mighty city called Stanton, Virginia. And I laugh a little bit. I'm not lucky. I work damn hard to make it a small but mighty community, and so does everybody else that lives there. I challenge you to do the same. Don't wait for someone else to make the decision for you, and don't use, I don't know, I just don't understand, as a reason. Educate yourself. Use your voice. If you don't like what is being told to you, change it. Slide, please. Again, I'm Christina Cain with the Stanton Creative Community Fund. All the things that I talked about, even a couple curse words are thrown in there too, but you can check out our website, which is stantonfund.org. our spin-off project, which is invest-local.org, you can find templates, workbooks, and research to create an Invest Local initiative in your community. Do it. Thank you.